Hey.
Hey.
I got it, don't worry. Seriously, I got it.
I know you do. Right.
Dude, I like this bag.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
So you got the belly strap?
Yep.
Oh, don't judge me, I got a big coat on. Well, what's this?
Perfect.
Dude, I can't wait. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
It's amazing. It looks so beautiful.
Well, I don't know much about what we're doing, so you're gonna have to tell
don't
me.
worry.
I used to bring kids skiing youth group, and water was the big deal. I know, man, on the plane, dude, I was dying. I was so thirsty.
Yep.
Can't believe they're still not passing water out when you get on the plane.
For real.
At least there's movies.
Yep, that's true. What'd you watch?
Man, I was thumbing through that thing, and I found this documentary. It's called Dawn Wall, D-A-W-N.
Yeah. That's the Tommy Caldwell story, right?
Did you see it?
Yep, I've seen it. It's amazing.
Golly, it's
Crazy how much he's gone through.
It's awesome,
Yeah.
man. You watch it, and you know we were talking about resiliency the other day. Man, that is a perfect picture of what it means to be resilient.
Yeah, what's funny is I've read an article, because I think that word's getting used a lot, and all of us want to be resilient, but I read this article about the younger generation doesn't have resiliency, and of course I got a little amped up about it, because I'm like, well, we do, just maybe different than what you might be resilient in. You know, for us, it's like we're okay to talk about our emotions, our mental health, and I know growing up with, you know, my parents and other parents as well, that was just something you didn't do. It was like, if you're angry, you know, go somewhere and take care of that. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it if you're upset. Don't talk about it if you're sad. I heard it all the time. Why are you sad? You have no reason to be sad. And it's like, okay, well, I guess if that's true, then I got to live that out. But I think resiliency across the generations, it looks different, but I think we all can be resilient. It's probably something learned.
No, Chase, I think everybody is building resilience in one way or another. Just like you said, it looks different.
Yeah.
You can run farther than me, have more resilience because your body's younger.
Yep.
Probably not, but you might can. But it doesn't mean we're still not building resilience in our own way. It's not a next generation thing or a my generation thing. It's a your breathing thing, and you're fighting this. I mean, it's as old as you think about. You know, I always tell you about Paul. Man, one of the most resilient dudes on the planet ever, and he talks about resiliency. In fact, let's get in the car and get going before it gets too warm out here today.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna unhook here, just set it right here. Perfect.
All right. Don't worry, I'll drive.
Thanks, man. Pretty, Chase.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Look back over there. My goodness. Okay, Chase, so is this straight? You know I've never done this.
Yeah, that's good. Perfect. It takes the pressure off your shoulders and your back.
That'd be good
Puts
because
it
I'm
more on your
old.
legs. Yeah. Well, you know, you're not that old.
No, I'm not really that old. Oh, hey, you tied me up, brother. Anyway, back to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Resilience. I don't want to sound like the Bible guy, but yeah, I went to Greece last year and we walked on this with this scholar in the footsteps of Paul, not just like the Bible Paul, but historically Paul. And I don't care what war movie you've seen, POWs. I mean, none of it compares to what Paul was dealing with. It's crazy, man. You look, I mean, I got teary-eyed at one of those places just going, how does somebody live literally in the sewer of the city? So when he says, hey, I'm hard-pressed on every side, but I'm not crushed. I'm persecuted, but I'm not abandoned, struck down, not destroyed. All of that language talking about, he writes it in the middle of a prison cell. I go, now see, that's a Dawn Wall kind of resilience.
Yeah.
I connect, my heart connected when I watched that documentary with that.
Yeah.
And what it says to me is, like, this isn't a next generation thing or a my generation thing. Y'all probably need to be tougher, and we probably need to quit going, get over it. I mean, there's some place in the middle that what we all hold in common is it's a mindset, right? It's a way that you look at problems in life. Is that hard for you?
Yeah, it can be, and I think I'd like to think that it's not, but when I get in the middle of it, then I start to look for the different ways out. It's like, is there an easy way? Can I just decide, well, I wasn't really into that thing anyway, I'm just gonna go back this way? But even personal things, dealing with family and raising kids, like, I know it's hard, everyone says it's hard, but you hit those moments where it's like, well, is this really worth trying again?
Yeah.
Is this really worth doing a new way? I mean, there's only so much I can do. I mean, what's next kind of deal? And so I think about, even the Donwall piece of him cutting off his finger and having to relearn, and even being better, the whole grip deal of he had to learn a new way to grip and how that made it easier for him. And so I know that that's there. I think sometimes it's hard to step into that, because when you're dealing with something that's building resiliency, then you're dealing with pain. And so you talk about Paul and those words being hard-pressed, persecuted. I mean, there are times when it's probably, that sounds maybe a little more dramatic than the situation I might be in. But the truth is, you're right, like toughening up, it's probably not the right language, but finding something, and it's resiliency, it's something that's being built inside of you that says to keep pressing forward. And I think Paul said that as well. Hear that language a lot with what he's written.
Well, think about it this way. Think about how much you like lifting weights with your buddies in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, resilience, strength only gets built through resistance.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? And so it's not like when you're in a painful moment, it's not fun, but you understand it's leading to something.
Yeah.
And so you build strength by learning how to press through the resistance.
Yeah.
The pain.
Yeah, so, and you're saying you can't avoid it, and we're all going to hit resistance. So it's not about just avoiding it, but it's also maybe not, on the flip side, chasing after it either. Because I see that a lot too, this kind of martyr deal of, well, woe is me, and my life's terrible, but look how strong I am, and I'm out on that thing.
Right. Yeah. I think we all are. I mean, the dude didn't have his finger cut off and go, oh, look, I'm going to learn a new grip.
Yeah.
He was just mad his finger got cut off.
Yeah.
But he's looking back and saying, I couldn't have gripped that way if I wouldn't have gone through that experience. Where he's different from Paul is seeing it in the moment. He's not looking back.
Yeah.
And I think there's a key to it. I've been learning it. I'm not perfect at it, but man, this long battle I've had, it builds that resistance builds resilience. But there's something you have to choose to believe in the moment.
Yeah.
And it's why. And let's just talk about it at dinner, man. There's a long story, but I'll take you to what I think the key in Paul's life was to building resilience built out of a mindset.
Okay. That's good. So let me tell you this. You got a little bit of a hike in.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that you would say when you're in the middle of that resistance that you could tell yourself, that, I mean, maybe it's even something that God has shared with you to help you keep pushing through, what would that be?
Well, that's a great question, especially, quite honestly, for your generation in this culture. It's kind of in to be negative, like you said a minute ago. And I have learned that if I will say in the middle of crap, not thank you for the crap, because I can't do that. I mean, I know you're supposed to, I just can't. But I can say, God, show me the opportunity.
Okay.
What's the opportunity?
Yeah.
I get so focused on how hard it is climbing uphill. I mean, think about this, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you and Josiah, y'all are going to make fun of me. I know, because it's going to be hard going uphill. But there's an opportunity in it. And so let's go find it. But let's eat a steak first.
Yeah, opportunity to eat right now.
Let's go, man. It'll be fun. Pine cone.
Those will be good to burn. Watch this, ready? Parkour.
Dude, do not hurt yourself.
Well, I'm not old, so don't worry.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm not carrying you down this mountain.
You don't have to. You think we'll see a bear?
I hope so. I want to.
Yeah?
Yes.
How close do you want to be?
Be as close as he wants to be. I don't have to outrun that bear. I just got to outrun you.
Whatever.
You just pulled your hamstring off jumping off a stump.
We got a long way to go. You just hold on there.